hi, hello, how are you? I'm Pia. I'm so excited for spring fling ween. I was gonna say this week, but it's not. It's this week, it's now, but it's not a full week, so I don't know if I am allowed to say that. Anyways, I've not done a readathon in a while. What's my excuse? I do so many videos that are like have a dedicated TBR that I cannot possibly follow other readathons, so when they happen to work out, it is very exciting for me. And I do love this readathon. We have never had a spring edition. I keep wanting to call it summer ween because I am on summer break. That's why I'm home. Following my channel for a while, you know, I go to the University of British Columbia, but I am from New Jersey, so very far. Right now I'm actually off because I just finished my schools. I'm going back, but that's besides the point. So since this is like a shorter readathon, I picked out 3 books. Now am I gonna read all 3 books? Absolutely not. Unless I'm like really on something. I already need to change my battery. This happens every freaking time, I swear. Okay. Don't mind my room because am I covering my suitcase? There it is. Yeah, I haven't unpacked yet. I've been home for like a day. So here are the books that I picked out. Literally they're like basically the only mysteries slash thrillers on my TBR. I don't read a lot. I actually did just recently read a lot just because I was doing a video about it. Such like high expectations because I'm really like annoying and I predict everything that happens, so I don't read a lot of things because I get disappointed. So here are the things I have. I have The Lion's Den. This I actually was personally recommended, but I did see Olivia Reads a Latte talk about this and she is running this readathon, so I was like, this makes sense. I don't know, I thought it was like rich people drama and I guess murder. There's some like nefarious things going on there, so I'm not too sure about this one. It does look very like summery and fun, which also fits the vibe. I saw billionaire and yacht and I was like, okay. I actually have the audiobook for this, so I'm going to probably read and listen. I've recently been trying to have like 3 books going at the same time. I know that's kind of crazy for some people, but for me, I like 10 books at the same time, so it's better. But I like having one that's just solely an audiobook, one that I'm reading physically and listening to the audiobook, and one that I'm just reading physically. That's my system right now. And then I have Then She Was Gone. I don't remember anything about this. I just picked it up. I bought all of these books used. I buy most of my books used, and sometimes I just see things that I've heard of or sound familiar to me and I really don't remember much else about them, so I picked them up just to try. And yeah, I have the audiobook for this, so I'm going to read this soon. And then I have this one I'm so excited about. It actually fulfills one of the prompts. I know we're gonna follow the prompts. Look at us. This is like, has pink on the cover. It's like a very peachy, very my vibe. I love it. This, I read Big Summer by this author last year, I believe, and that was like a really fun mystery kind of book. And this, I believe, is following the same vein, another twisty novel of intrigue. I'm very excited about that. It's not less of a mystery, but I think it's like slightly lighter than maybe like this. This one's like full on to me. I don't know. Is that just the cover? Maybe. I kind of have a weird week going on. I am getting my hair done today. I actually had to go not give blood. Well, kind of. And I have a job interview. So I have like a lot of things going on. So I'm not sure how reading will factor in, but all my friends aren't home from school yet or done with exams. So I am pretty much flying solo. This with my parentals. That is the plan already. Alrighty, so I'm going to start off with reading this book, The Lion's Den, because I have the audiobook and I'm going to physically read along with it. Let's see how many pages that is. 350 something? I'm very excited. I've really been going between so many different genres lately with the different videos I've been doing and all that stuff. It seems like it's going to be a fun, refreshing read that I haven't really read from before. Does that make sense? Hello, my lovely friends. It's much later now, can we tell? So I got my hair done. Does it not look fabulous? I'm a new woman. Hi, how are you? So I took a bath and I read a couple chapters of this, 30 pages into it. Still not sure what I'm reading, to be honest. See, I didn't read the back, so I'm just hoping that soon something happens. I mean, I'm 30 pages in. What can I say? There was a attempted assault scene, which I wasn't really expecting. Anyhow, I'm gonna keep reading this now because it's 9:30. I have nothing better to do. And I will let you know once I have some thoughts on it. It's like fine right now. Hello my friends, it is now day 2 of spring fling. I am about 200 pages into The Lion's Den. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about this book yet. It's definitely kind of like unsettling. Some things are definitely super weird. But it's, yeah, like I said, I think before there was a kind of heavy scene. First part, the first like 30 pages, and there were some mentions of some other things like that, which seemed kind of odd. I don't really know how I feel. So I think I might switch back over to the audiobook, and I'm going to go on a walk, I think. This here Just chilling. Say hi, baby. I love her. So yeah, I think that might be the easiest way for me to finish this, because right now I just don't have a real big pull to pick this one up, and obviously I would love to finish it because that's kind of how this works. So I will let you know probably once I'm done, because I personally feel done. I truly cannot get this lighting to look any better because I'm below a tree. But hello, my friend. I did end up finishing The Lion's Den last night. It definitely got better. I know I was saying like it was kind of boring. For like 200 pages, I was honestly like, do I need enough of this? Like, I don't know. It got more exciting, I guess, but nothing was still like shocking or anything. But I guess it was fun to see it all play out. I don't know. It was fun. I give it like 3 stars. It takes a while. It's very like, there's so much backstory to be told for so much of it, and that's why you're like, oh my gosh. You're like, can we just slog through it a little bit? I have started that summer. I am 20 something. Excuse you. Dog. I'm like 20 something pages into this, and I'm not really sure about it yet. I'm not sure how like suspenseful this is going to be. I don't know when I'm going to do a fall treat, which I know is the other prompt challenge thing. But you know what? You never know. I'm going to Target today, which is so exciting. As a like half-time Canadian girl, I miss it every day when I'm in Canada. So I am so excited. But I've been spending some time looking at some school stuff. I'm not in school or in class anymore, but or at least for the summer, well, for now, I'm having a lot of difficulty with some things. So yeah, don't know what my major is anymore, so that's exciting. I'm going to switch positions so that I can sit in the sun instead of like having the sun at me, just for this gorgeous angle, and read some more of this. Yeah, because we're gonna have lunch soon, but before then, I'm gonna soak up some sun. I don't know what you're doing, my friend, but okay. Hi guys, I have now changed into some comfy clothes. I was planning on going out, but they're super busy, and I don't have my car right now. My brother's girlfriend's borrowing it. There's no shade at all. I actually hate driving, but I kind of haven't been out of the house besides the doctor's appointments at all, and the grocery store in the past week. So I wanted to kind of do something different besides walking around the same block and stuff. So anyways, I just made myself another coffee, considering that I had one this morning, as usual. But I put some brown sugar in it. I felt very like in my Olivia Reads a Latte bag, because I've been catching up on her vlogs. It takes me forever to get through, like, I don't know, I'm just like always behind on everything in my life. So I have a lot of vlogs to catch up on, which is exciting. Yes, mine is like 100 times less fancy because I do not have the technology. But anyhow, I am going to read more of That Summer, page 37. So it seems like this has multiple narrators. Why is my brain blanking? This is why I need the coffee. It's dual narration, but it does start with kind of like something that happened way in the past, and then it's kind of catching up with these 2 women whose lives kind of end up converging. That's what I've got so far. I don't know what the crime or twist things, you know, twisty turny things are yet that are going on, but the first part was definitely flashback, kind of like was definitely like intriguing enough that I'm very interested to see. So I'm gonna put on some more of those vlogs. I'm gonna put them on the TV, which means I have to have them on 1x speed, but hopefully that means I actually pay attention to my book. My entire feed is just Heartstopper, and it really like hurts my heart because every time I see it I just think of how my video got taken down, and it really makes me upset. Anyway, now I spent 3 days on it. Cricky! Alrighty, so it's much later, it's almost 5. But I am on page 118, and I'm finding this book to be quite oddly written, and by that I mean I think there are 2 perspectives. No, there's 3 perspectives. There's 3 perspectives. It's the 2 Dianas who have the same name. They're both Diana, but it's like Diana and Daisy because one goes by Daisy, and then Daisy's daughter Beatrice. And I get so confused because not only are 2 of them named the same name. Chester, that was my cat. Sir, do you want to come over here? He's a loud old man. Are you not, my friend? Anyway, so I do find them confusing, and I also like have been mixing on my B's and D's for my entire life. That's a little tricky, but anyways, I am like more immersed in it now, but the like kind of timeline of this is very interesting because you start with the prologue, which is set that summer. And then you're kind of like in present day and you're meeting all your characters. When they're talking about things in the past, the author just kind of puts you in the past, if that makes any sense. I guess because there is so much backstory, there needs to be these kind of flashbacks, but they're not written as if it's like the 22nd of January, 1922. Like, it's not like that's super random, but anyway, it's not like giving you that information. It's just like not separated out as this is a flashback, this is present day. It's kind of like this character will start remembering this, or yeah, or start thinking about this thing that happened, and it will just go into a flashback without kind of any warning. Just kind of odd, I guess. Okay, just take my word for it that there is not usually much of a warning for a flashback, because it's just so much exposition, so much backstory, which made it kind of challenging to get through the first part and also not get confused. Yeah, I mean, it's like anecdotal. I guess that's an interesting way to like show something. Anyway, but the other thing I wanted to say about this book as I'm reading this is it is set, I would say it's set in Cape Cod. I mean, like, I think on the Cape, like, a lot of like the major events happen there, but it's kind of just set around like Philly and New York and just a bunch of places, and it's just so weird. Like, we have a house in Cape Cod. The descriptions of like the town and the streets and like the shops and everything, I really can picture it very, very clearly, obviously, since I've been there. And I feel like this is one of the first experiences I've actually had with being able to so vividly picture a setting. Maybe a lot of settings or a lot of like towns and stuff are like either unfamiliar to me or they're just like fictional, and so it's very interesting having that experience because I'm like, it feels a lot more real. Which I was just watching Olivia's vlog and she was saying sometimes she like looks up like the places and things like that to books she's reading so that she can clearly picture it, and I just have never done that. And now that I am having that experience, I'm like, I don't know if it's like making the experience better, it's just making it different, and I don't know if it's necessarily better. But it's very interesting. There's like a kind of weird, like, I want to call it a secret society, but it's like this school, and it's like has all these shady things going on that all these guys went to, and obviously there's something that happened that summer that we are unaware of, although I do believe I know what it is. But I did want to mention that there is discussions of rape and sexual assault, as well as binge eating. Yeah, so far there's some of those kind of more triggering topics, and I'm not very far through it yet because it's kind of long, but I have nothing bad to say about it really. I just think it's different than kind of what I expected, so. Kind of a minute. I've been kind of a sneaky reader. It's my new brand, at sneaky reader. It just means I have an update. So I went out with my parents earlier today. It was very lovely. We went and got like brunch and walked around a little bit, and I read in the car. I'm on page 262. Quite interesting. I really don't know what's gonna happen. It feels like, again, there's like so much backstory. I don't know if this is just how mysteries are working. No, because I feel like all mysteries I've read kind of start with a crime or start with some sort of thing happening, and then it's the aftermath, and then you talk about, you know, what led up to it and everything like that. This is like, I feel like something's gonna happen, but I don't know what it is, and I'm kind of scared. A lot of morally gray characters. Very interesting, but this also completely centers around sexual assault. So if you cannot handle that topic, that is literally like one of the main driving forces of the novel. So please tread with caution with picking this up. I'm like 100 pages left, so I did start Then She Was Gone on audio because I've been taking some pictures of books on Pango Books. I now have Pango Books. It is pixiepia if you want to purchase some books from me. I don't know. I'm trying it out. I have a Depop too, but it seems to be the new thing that people are doing, so I'm trying it anyway. I'm like halfway through this, and this is like really gripping. I don't know, there's something that's happened, and I really am kind of itching to keep reading and find out the truth of everything. Like, I just don't know. So this is one I'm flying through and having a really good time reading. Took some Instagram photos, trying to get on my Instagram game. Literally nothing else. Gonna go plan my TBR for the month. After a lovely bath and some reading, I put this pumpkin face mask on. I don't know if you can see it, but it's very unburned, and I feel like a pumpkin spice queen. But I smell like a pumpkin queen. Hello my friends, it is the next day, so the readathon is over, but I do want to update you on the other two books of the books that I finished. I just fully read an entire different book. No. I did finish that summer. I ended up giving this 2 out of 5 stars. It unfortunately was super disappointing for me. It was just sad and long. It didn't really have a resolution. Like, I didn't really get much out of this. I wished it was like a fun kind of murder mystery, but it was just like a long story about sexual assault, and it really was hard to read and not at all what I wanted it to be. So, and then I did finish Then She Was Gone. This again was like really fun for the beginning, and then fell off a cliff, and I didn't like it that much. So I think I gave this, I think 2 or 3 stars. Again, I don't know. Let me know some good, like, fun, fast-paced, like, murder mystery thrillers, things that you think I would like, because I am struggling with the things that I own. So let me know. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Make sure to like and subscribe to all of the things, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!